Hi, my name is Jerald Morgan, and I am doing my final reflection video for my internship for the spring of 2018. Just some background information. I have spent the last semester working in marketing and promotions and also doing some game day operations with the Georgia Southern Athletic Department. So some of the work that I did was coming up with promotions for certain games. Like for instance, for a baseball game, recently we had Bark in the Park where fans got to bring in their dogs to the park. So that was a pretty huge promotion that we came up with. Along with promotions, another thing that we did was the marketing aspect. So we would have to go on campus, pass out flyers. We would have to go on campus with football coaching staff, go to meetings and stuff like that. We even us interns even controlled all the social media that that deals with Georgia Southern athletics. Um, Other things that we did were just like fan experience. So there were some days where I worked the video board for basketball games, the video board for baseball games. We were in the office rolling up T-shirts that were going to be thrown at maybe the next home basketball game or the next home football game. Um, some other things we would do, we would go put out signs around the neighborhood or around Statesboro. We would go and put up, schedule cards and schedule posters around hundreds of companies around Statesboro. Um, so that's also some stuff that we did with the job. Um, Other things we made the playlist for the football and the basketball games. We even had to speak with like the baseball team and see what kind of walk up songs that they wanted and stuff like that. So it was a really smooth experience. We got to get real up close and personal with the athletes because we were around them a lot, just trying to get a feel for what they wanted throughout their games, stuff like that. What they liked, what they didn't like. We had to always have meetings with the coaches about stuff that they didn't like, or stuff that they thought that we should add to the game to bring in more fans, stuff like that. So that's just that pretty much sums up every majority of things that we did. The best aspect of working, like I said, was just being around the actual athlete a lot. Most of the athletes that I was around, I had already known them before I did my internship. Whether it was through class or saw them at the rack or something like that. But it was just definitely being around the athletes. You know, being there, sitting in meetings with them, letting them tell us what kind of music that they wanted to hear during their games or during their warm ups, what kind of walk up songs they wanted, stuff like that. So yeah, that was the best part about the work that I did. Was just actually because there are some jobs throughout the athletic department where you don't actually talk and interact with the players. And marketing and promotions is, uh, especially at this school, is something where you have to interact with the players and the coaches all the time just to make sure that everything runs smoothly all the time. Um, and I think I would be interested in doing this type of job again. Um, the reason being is because this wasn't my first like marketing internship opportunity. I've had marketing internship opportunities in the past. This is just the first opportunity that I've had dealing with an actual college athletic department, um, and it was a great experience. Being like I said, up close and personal with the players and the coaches. Always being on the field or like on the court in the game. We created the atmosphere. of every single home event for every single sport that was at this school. And it was amazing because like it's kind of like throughout the week, it's kind of like for like football games, for instance. Throughout the week, we had to do an ample amount of things. We had to make sure, the team introduction was right. We had to make sure all the music was right. We had to make sure the PA scripts were like written, well. But other than that, I mean, then just to see it all unfold like right in front of you on like a Saturday afternoon, that was definitely like the best thing ever. And not just for football, for basketball too. We would go in and literally run through a whole game, without the crowd or no players around, but just to like see all our work throughout the week or the days leading up to it, just to see it unfold, and just to see the crowd's reaction for everything that we had going on was great. So I definitely would not mind doing a job like this in the future. And it was definitely a great experience this semester. And I met a lot of great people. My supervisors were amazing. The other interns that I worked with were great. Met a lot of people, made a lot of connections. And I would definitely work a job like this again. This semester was definitely a great experience.